Hello YouTube and welcome to Turmoil in the Toybox. I'm your host Aaron Hauser, and today we'll be doing a very cool review on the Slimer collectible statuette. This is, of course, everybody's favorite ugly spud from Ghostbusters 1 and 2, as well as the animated series. And this is a very cool statuette that I believe was made specifically for the video game release of Ghostbusters that came out a couple years ago. The video game's really cool if you haven't had a chance to play it. It's incredibly fun, and honestly, it makes up for the fact that they're not really getting around to making the third movie. It's kind of been in production hell for God knows how fucking long now, so, you know, it's a very cool game, and this figure kind of captures the look of Slimer from, you know, all three versions, the video game and the two films. So, this is actually sculpted by Steve Johnson, who was the original creator of Slimer for the Ghostbusters movies. And it's a very, very cool piece. You can tell a lot of attention to detail and a lot of care went into sculpting this guy. Kind of give you a spin around here. I love the base for this with the Ghostbusters sign. It looks really, really cool, and the whole thing together is very nice looking. It comes actually in two separate parts. He attaches to the stand, to this top of the Ghostbusters sign there, with this very sturdy metal peg, and his hand is kind of shaped like a puzzle piece. There's a stump here, and it actually sits perfectly in the top of this base, which holds him on quite nicely, so he's not going to rock around or anything. But yeah, we'll start by going over the base itself. It's incredibly well done. The paint is really nicely done. There's very little kind of color spills there. It's actually very heavy. It's at least a couple pounds, and it's very solid, but it does a good job of weighing down the actual Slimer figure. I'll go over to the Ugly Mother himself. Now, I'm going to turn off the light here so you can actually kind of maybe see the detail a little bit better on him. He's got kind of the red eyes, like in the first film. I want to say he kind of had that going in the second film as well. His tongue's hanging out, everything. Really good detail on the teeth. He's kind of got these like warts all over him. Give you kind of a side shot there. Everything is just really well done. It's a solid piece of plastic, and but it doesn't feel fragile in the slightest, which is nice. Definitely got a huge ass. Another side shot. You can kind of better see the peg assembly there. He doesn't have any articulation. Like I said, this is made to be a statuette, and once he's all assembled, kind of sits down there, and it looks very, very cool. So, turn these lights back on here. Now, he does come with a couple things. He comes with a certificate of authenticity, with a print of Steve Johnson's signature there, and it actually says this is limited to 6,500 pieces actually for this series. So I don't know, I kind of assumed they would have made more of these, but it says Certificate of Authenticity. Steve Johnson, the creator of Slimer from the original Ghostbusters film, has returned to reimagine the ugly little spud for this exclusive 25th anniversary Amazon box set. Every detail from the disgusting blob's maniacal grin to his beady little eyes has been lovingly recreated under Steve Johnson's personal direction. So that's cool. Nice little addition there. But one of the coolest things that this comes with is a DVD called Get Slimed, The Making of the Classic Animatronic Character. Now, as a dyed-in-the-wool hardcore cinephile, this made me so incredibly fucking happy. You have no idea. But this DVD goes through the entire history of Slimer, from the original concept designs, to building the animatronic, to watching the puppeteers in action, and some really cool behind-the-scenes footage from the first Ghostbusters film. I don't remember if they have any shots in there from the second film, but it's got a really cool commentary through the entire thing by Steve Johnson. He talks about his story and getting involved with the project, and being entrusted with creating Slimer, and just the whole story behind that, which is very cool and very fun to watch. But it's I want to say it's about a half hour to 45 minutes altogether. But it's a very, very cool DVD and a very nice addition to this set. So altogether, you got the statue in the two portions, the certificate and the DVD, which is cool. Now, as nice as this is, I honestly would have expected this to cost a lot more, but for some reason, this only runs for about $35 through Amazon.com with free shipping, which is nice. And it's just an incredible display piece. It's very cool that he's translucent. It kind of changes the color look to Slimer. It makes it look a little yellow here on the camera. But, let me see if I could... That kind of helps a little. But he definitely looks a lot better in person. So if you're thinking, maybe this is a waste of money because it doesn't really look like him, it does. It's just kind of hard, without being in person, to kind of see the full detailing on the figure. But like I said, it's an incredible piece. Definitely worth the money. I'm not sure how much longer this is going to be around. If you can get them through Amazon still, do it. If you're a Ghostbusters fan, go for it. It's a very cool piece for an incredibly low price. And it's incredibly well done quality-wise. So, if you are a big Ghostbusters fan, it's definitely one to have. Definitely one to have, so... That about wraps it up. If you have any other questions concerning this figure, just leave them in the comments below, and check out some of my other reviews. As always, thanks for watching.